This is Mike again, and I'll be reading from the 8033 General Test Guide. This time it'll be Chapter 2 Regulations, Maintenance Forms, Records, and Publications. Okay, let's start reading the questions. Question 2-1. What information is generally contained in aircraft specifications or type certificate data sheets? A. Empty weight of the aircraft, B. Useful load of the aircraft, or C. Control surface movements. The correct answer is C. Control surface movements. Question 2-2. If during a scheduled inspection a defect is found which makes the aircraft unairworthy, to whom must this defect be reported? A. The aircraft owner, B. The aircraft owner and the FAA, or C. The aircraft owner, the FAA, and the aircraft manufacturer. Correct answer is A. The aircraft owner. Question 2-3. Upon inspection of an aircraft, it appears to you that the registration number which is visible on the airframe may not be of legal size or placement. Which regulation section would you review to confirm this? A. CFR Part 43, B. CFR Part 45, or C. CFR Part 47. The correct answer is B. CFR Part 45. Question number 2-4. For which of the following are type certificate data sheets issued for? 1. Engines, 2. Propellers, 3. Alternators and generators, or 4. Avionics systems. The answer is either A. Type certificate data sheets are issued for 2 of these 4 products, B. Type certificate data sheets are issued for 3 of the 4 products, or C. Type certificate data sheets are issued for all 4 of these products. The correct answer is A. Type certificate data sheets are issued for 2 of these 4 products. Number 2-5. Which regulation provides the airworthiness standards from an airplane certificated in the normal category? A. 14 CFR 27, B. 14 CFR Part 45, or C. 14 CFR Part 23. The correct answer is 14 CFR Part 23. Question 2-6. Which of the following are included in the regulatory definitions of maintenance? A. Overhaul, repair, parts replacement, preservation, and preventative maintenance. B. Overhaul, repair, parts replacement, preservation, inspection, and preventative maintenance. Or C. Overhaul, repair, parts replacement, preservation, and inspection. The correct answer is C. Overhaul, repair, parts replacement, preservation, and inspection. Question 2-7. A technical standard order, or TSO, is issued by whom? A. The aircraft industry, B. Part manufacturers, or C. The FAA administrator. Correct answer is C. The FAA administrator. Question 2-8. Which regulatory documents describe the standard for maintaining civilian aircraft in the United States? A. FAR Part 40, A. FAR Part 21, B. FAR Part 43, or C. Manufacturer's maintenance manuals along with FAA airworthiness directives. Correct answer is B. FAR Part 43. Question 2-9. Each of the following must be displayed on a fireproof data plate attached to all U.S. aircraft except A. Manufacturer's name, B. Aircraft serial number, or C. Owner's contact information. Correct answer is C. Owner's contact information. Question 2-10. For aircraft operated under Part 91, what difference is there, if any, between the record entry requirements for maintenance, repair, or alteration, and the record entry requirements for inspections beyond the description of work performed and the type and extent of inspection? A. There is no difference. B. Aircraft total time is required to be included only in the maintenance entry. Or C. Aircraft total time is required to be included only in the inspection entry. Correct answer is C. Aircraft total time is required to be included only in the inspection entry. Question 2-11. For aircraft operated under Part 91, When is the aircraft total time required to be recorded in aircraft maintenance records? A. After satisfactorily completing maintenance, preventive maintenance, rebuilding, and alteration, except inspections. B. After satisfactorily completing inspections. Or C. After satisfactorily completing maintenance, preventative maintenance, rebuilding, and alteration, including inspections. Correct answer is B. After satisfactorily completing inspections. Question 212. According to regulations, what determines whether an aircraft is considered large or small? A. Maximum certified takeoff weight is above or below 12,500 pounds. B. Maximum certificated capacity is above or below 20 passengers. Or C. Whether or not it is certified for commercial use. The correct answer is A. Maximum certificated takeoff weight is above or below 12,500 pounds. Question 213. How long must a Part 145 repair station keep records of maintenance activity? A. Until the aircraft's next scheduled inspection. B. For a minimum of 2 years. Or C. For a minimum of 5 years. The correct answer is B. For a minimum of 2 years. Question 214. What type of FAA designated inspector may conduct maintenance or manufacturing inspections only at the place of their regular employment? A. DER, B. DAR, or C. DMIR. The correct answer is C. DMIR. Question 215. A certificated mechanic without an inspection authorization who signs the appropriate block on FAA Form 337 is doing what? A. Certifying that the work was done in accordance with the requirements of 14 CFR Part 43. B. Approving the work for return to service. Or C. Stating that he or she is the person who performed the work. Correct answer is A. Certifying that the work was done in accordance with the requirements of 14 CFR Part 43. Question 216. In order to reconstruct lost or destroyed aircraft maintenance records, what is it necessary to establish? A. Dates of all maintenance, preventative maintenance, and alterations. B. Dates and or times of all 100-hour annual or progressive inspections. Or C. Total time in service of the aircraft. The correct answer is C. Total time in service of the aircraft. Question 217. If a required repair to an aircraft does not have previously approved FAA data, how should the repair be approved? A. The repair may be approved by an A&P mechanic with inspection authorization approval. B. The data may be acquired through an approved document such as AC 4313 1B/2B. Or C. An FAA field approval must be requested. Correct answer is C. An FAA field approval must be requested. Question 218. When work is performed on an aircraft that necessitates the use of FAA Form 337, who should prepare the form? A. The person who performs or supervises the work. B. The person who approves or return to service. Or C. Either the person who approves for return to service or aircraft owner or operator. The correct answer is A. The person who performs or supervises the work. Question 219. What is the appropriate action concerning minor repairs performed on a certified aircraft? 1. FAA Form 337s must be completed. 2. Entries must be made in the aircraft's maintenance record. 3. The owner of the aircraft must submit a record of all minor repairs to the FAA at least annually. It's A, 1 and 2, B, 2, or C, 2 and 3. The correct answer is B, number 2, which is entries must be made in the aircraft's maintenance record. Question 220. After an A&P rated mechanic completes a 100-hour inspection, what is required before the aircraft is returned to service? A. A systems check of each observed component. B. An operational check of the engine. Or C. A flight test of the aircraft. The correct answer is B. An operational check of the engine. Question 221. When a discrepancy list is provided to an aircraft owner or operator after an inspection is completed, it says in effect that A, the item is inspected is unairworthy, B, except for these discrepancies, the item inspected is airworthy, or C, the item inspected may or may not be airworthy depending on the discrepancies found. Answer is B, except for these discrepancies, an item inspected is airworthy. Question 222. Which of the following authorized to sign a return to service document following maintenance on an aircraft? 1. A certified A&P mechanic. 2. A holder of inspection authorization certificate. Or 3. The aircraft manufacturer. Choices are A. One of these three persons may sign a return to service certificate. B. Two of these persons may sign a return to service certificate. Or C. All three of these persons may sign a return to service certificate. Correct answer is C. All three of these persons may sign a return to service certificate. 223. Which of the below is an appliance major repair? A. Overhaul of a hydraulic pressure pump. B. Repairs to a propeller governor or its control. Or C. Troubleshooting and repairing a broken circuit in the landing lights. The correct answer is A. Overhaul of an hydraulic pressure pump. Question 224. When a life-limited part has been removed from an aircraft, which of the following is acceptable? A. The part may be inspected and returned to service if it remains within tolerances. B. The part must be immediately destroyed. Or C. The part must be marked as expired. The correct answer is C. The part must be marked as expired. Question 225. Which of the following is an example of a major repair performed on an airframe? A. The upkeep and preservation of the airframe, including the components thereof. B. The restoration of the airframe to a condition for safe operation after damage or deterioration. C. Simple or minor preservation operations and the replacement of small standard parts not involving complex assembly operations. The correct answer is B. The restoration of the airframe to a condition for safe operation after damage or deterioration. Question 226. The replacement of fabric on fabric covered parts such as wings, fuselages, stabilizers, or control surfaces is considered to be A. Minor repair unless the new cover is different than any way from the original cover. B. Minor repair unless underlying structure is altered or repaired. Or C. Major repair even though no other alteration or repair is performed. The correct answer is C. Major repair even though no other alteration or repair is performed. Question 227. Which is classified as a major repair? A. Splicing of skin sheets. B. Installation of new engine mounts obtained from the aircraft manufacturer. Or C. Any repair of damaged stressed metal skin. The correct answer is A. Splicing of skin sheets. Question 228. A 413 transponder inspection and test completed within the past 24 months is required in order for the aircraft to operate its transponder. A. In controlled airspace. B. In IFR conditions and or above 18,000 MSL. Or C. In any circumstance. The correct answer is C. In any circumstance. Question 229. During maintenance of a light aircraft, an A&P mechanic changes its tires, replaces the brake pad, bleeds the system, and installs wheel pants. How is the work recorded and the aircraft returned to service? An entry is made in the aircraft's maintenance log. Or B. A Form 337 is submitted to the FAA. Or C. A Form 337 is placed in the aircraft's maintenance log but not reported to the FAA. The correct answer is B. A Form 337 is submitted to the FAA. Question 230. After making a repair to an aircraft engine that is to be returned to service, an FAA Form 337 is prepared. How many copies are required and what is the disposition of the completed forms? A. 2. 1 copy for the owner and 1 copy for the FAA. B. 2. one copy for the FAA, and one copy for the permanent records of the repairing agency or individual. Or C, 3, one copy for the aircraft owner, one copy for the FAA, and one copy for the permanent records of the repair agency or individual. The correct answer is A, 2, one copy for the owner and one copy for the FAA. Question number 231. Which minimum license is required to perform a 100-hour inspection and authorize that aircraft for return to service? A, an airframe and power plant license, B, an A&P license with inspection authorization, or C, a repairman certificate. The correct answer is A, an airframe and power plant license. Question 232. A regular 100-hour inspection is performed on an aircraft which is partially used for hire and on which the Hobbs meter reads 1,407 hours. When is the next 100-hour inspection due? A, 1,507 hours, B, 1,500 hours, or C, at the next 100 hours of commercial use? The correct answer is B, 1,500 hours. Question 233. What is the regulatory definition of preventative maintenance? A, simple or minor preservation operations and the replacement of small standard parts not involving complex assembly operations. B, all preservation operations and the replacement of standard parts, including any required assembly operations. Or C, all preservation operations and the replacement of standard parts not involving complex assembly operations. The correct answer is A, simple or minor preservation operations and the replacement of small standard parts not involving complex assembly operations. Question 234. How often must an altimeter static system or altitude encoding transponder be inspected by a properly rated inspector? 1, every 24 months. 2, anytime a static system is opened and closed. Or 3, as part of every annual or 100-hour inspection. The answers are A, all the above, B, 1 and 2 above, or C, 2 and 3 above. The correct answer is B, 1 and 2 above. Those are every 24 months and anytime the static system is open and closed. Question 235. For aircraft operated under Part 91, which of the following records must be retained and transferred with the aircraft when it's sold? A, records of maintenance, alterations, preventative maintenance, 100-hour, annual, and progressive inspections. B, records of inspections performed in accordance with 14 CFR Part 43 Appendix D. Or C, records of current status of applicable ADs and date and time when reoccurring ADs are due next. The correct answer is C, records of current status of applicable ADs and date and time when reoccurring ADs are next due. Question 236. How long are AD compliance records to be kept? A, until the work is repeated or superseded by other work. B, for 1 year after the work is performed or until the work is superseded. Or C, they shall be retained and transferred with the aircraft when it is sold. The correct answer is C, they shall be retained and transferred with the aircraft when it is sold. Question 237. When inspecting an aircraft, you suspect an unapproved part has been installed at a prior time, you should A, remove the part and report to FAA Surveillance and Analysts Division. B, contact your supervisor. Or C, note your finding in the aircraft maintenance log. If it appears faulty, replace it. The correct answer is B, contact your supervisor. Question 238. Civil Aviation Regulations, or CARs, are preferred or referred to when A, inspecting or repairing aerobatic aircraft, B, inspecting or repairing aircraft certified outside the U.S., or C, inspecting or repairing aircraft which entered service prior to the 1960s. The correct answer is C, inspecting or repairing aircraft which entered service prior to the 1960s. Question 239. Which of these publications contains standards for protrusion of bolts, studs, and screws through self-locking nuts? A, AC 4313-2B, or B, aircraft specifications or type certificate data sheets, or C, AC 4313-1B. The correct answer is C, AC 4313-1B. Question 240. If an airworthiness directive is issued without an NPRM, typically when is compliance required? A, at the time of the next scheduled inspection, B, within 30 days of its issuance, or C, prior to the next flight? The answer is C, prior to the next flight. Question 241. Airworthiness directives are issued primarily to A, provide information about malfunction or defect trends, B, present recommended maintenance procedures for correcting potentially hazardous defects, or C, correct an unsafe condition. The correct answer is C, correct an unsafe condition. Question 242. When is a mechanic responsible for checking AD compliance? A, never. The owner or operator is solely responsible. Or B, when performing an inspection required under Part 91, 125, or 135. Or C, anytime the aircraft or critical part is returned to service. Correct answer is B, when performing an inspection required under Part 91, 125, or 135. Question 243. In order to replace a critical component of an older aircraft with a modern component of superior quality, which is the minimum required? A, documentation of the superior quality, B, a supplemental type certificate, or C, approval from an A&P with inspection authorization. The correct answer is B, a supplemental type certificate. Question 244. An aircraft has a total time in service of 468 hours. An airworthiness directive requiring 200-hour reoccurring inspections was initially complied with at 454 hours in service. How many additional hours in service may be accumulated before the airworthiness directive must again be complied with? A, 46, B, 132, or C, 186? The correct answer is C, 186. Question 245. Regarding the statements below, 1. Manufacturer's data and FAA publications such as airworthiness directives, type certificate data sheets, and advisory circulars are all approved data. 2. FAA publications such as technical standard orders, airworthiness directives, type certificate data sheets, air specifications, and supplemental type certificate data are all approved data. A, both 1 and 2 are true, B, 1 is true, or C, only 2 is true. The correct answer is C, only 2 is true. FAA publications such as technical standard orders, airworthiness directives, type certificate data sheets, aircraft specifications, and supplemental type certificates are all approved data. Question 246. What FAA approved document gives the leveling means to be used when weighing an aircraft? A, type certificate data sheet, B, AC 4313-1B, or C, manufacturer's maintenance manual. The correct answer is A, type certificate data sheet. Question 247. Regarding the statements below, a supplemental type certificate may be issued to more than one applicant for the same design change, providing each applicant shows compliance with the applicable airworthiness requirement, or 2, an installation of an item manufactured in accordance with the technical standard order system requires no further approval for installation in a particular aircraft. A, both 1 and 2 are true, B, neither 1 and 2 are true, or C, only 1 is true. Correct answer is C, only 1 is true. 1 is a supplemental type certificate may be issued to more than one applicant for the same design change, providing each applicant shows compliance with the applicable airworthiness requirement. Question 248. Aviation maintenance alerts, formerly general aviation airworthiness alerts, do what? A, provide mandatory procedures to prevent or correct serious aircraft problems. B, provide information about aircraft problems and suggested corrective actions. Or C, provide temporary emergency procedures until airworthiness directive can be issued. The correct answer is B, provide information about aircraft problems and suggested corrective actions. Question 249. A type certificate data sheet, or TCDS, specifies A, the make and model engine allowed, B, the minimum and maximum horsepower and weight of allowed engine, or C, airworthiness directives affecting the engine? The correct answer is A, the make and model engine allowed. Question 250. Where would you find information regarding the overhaul schedule for a propeller? A, type certificate data sheet, B, manufacturer's service bulletin, or C, manufacturer's maintenance manual? Correct answer is C, manufacturer's maintenance manual. Question 251. Placards required on an aircraft are specified in A, AC 4313-1B, B, FARs under which the aircraft was type certificated, or C, aircraft specifications or type certificate data sheets. The correct answer is C, aircraft specifications or type certificate data sheets. Question 252. Regarding the statements below, number 1, the FARs require approval after compliance with the data of the supplemental data certificate. Number 2, an installation of an item manufactured in accordance with the technical standard order system requires no further approval for installation in a particular aircraft. A, only 2 is true. B, neither 1 or 2 are true. Or C, only 1 is true. Correct answer is C, only 1 and true, which is the FAR's required approval after compliance with the data of a supplemental type certificate. Question 253. The Air Transport Association of America, or ATA, specification number 100 does what? Number 1, establishes a standard for the presentation of technical data in maintenance manuals, or 2, divides the aircraft into numbered systems and subsystems in order to simplify locating maintenance instructions. A, both 1 and 2 are true. B, neither 1 and 2 are true. Or C, only 1 is true. The correct answer is A, both 1 and 2 are true. Question 254. In which of the following cases would a special airworthiness certificate be issued rather than a standard certificate? A, for transport category aircraft. B, for aerobatic aircraft. Or C, for light sport or LSA category airplanes. Correct answer is C, for light sport aircraft, LSA category airplanes. Question 255. Which statement is true regarding the use of FAA Form 337? A, FAA Form 337 is authorized for use with both U.S. and foreign registered aircraft. B, FAA Form 337 is authorized for use with U.S. registered aircraft and foreign registered aircraft when located in the U.S. Or C, FAA Form 337 is not authorized for use with other than U.S. registered aircraft. The correct answer is C, FAA Form 337 is not authorized for use with other than U.S. registered aircraft. Question 256. Where should you find this entry? Removed right wing from aircraft and removed skin from outer 6 feet. Repaired buckled spar 49 inches from tip in accordance with Figure 8 in the manufacturer's Structural Repair Manual number 28-1. In A, engine maintenance record. B, aircraft minor repair and alteration record. Or C, FAA Form 337. The correct answer is C, FAA Form 337. Question 257. If more space is needed for a work description entered on FAA Form 337, what information should be included on the attached sheets, in addition to the rest of the work description? A, make, model, and serial number of the aircraft. B, aircraft nationality and registration mark, and the date the work was accomplished. Or C, name, date, and office designator of the FAA inspector from the supervising district office. Correct answer is B, aircraft nationality and registration mark, and the date of the work accomplished. Question 258. Where do you record the compliance of airworthiness directives or manufacturer's service bulletin? A, FAA Form 337, B, aircraft maintenance records, or C, flight manual. Correct answer is B, aircraft maintenance records. Question 259. Which statement is true regarding the requirements for maintenance record format? A, any format that provides record continuity and includes the required information may be used. The format, or B, the format provided by the manufacturer of the aircraft must be retained. Or C, any desired change from the manufacturer provided format requires approval from the Federal Aviation Administration? The correct answer is A. Any format that provides continuity and includes the required information may be used. Question 260. For how long must records of required scheduled inspections performed on an aircraft be kept? A, for 1 year, B, for 5 years, or C, permanently? Correct answer is A, for 1 year. Question 261. Where would one find information related to the current status of life-limited parts on an aircraft? A, the aircraft's temporary records, B, the aircraft's permanent record, or C, the Form 337 submitted when the part was installed? The correct answer is B, the aircraft's permanent record. Question 262. In which manner must permanent records of an aircraft be kept? A, permanent records must be preserved in writing as a physical document. B, permanent records may be preserved in either electronic or physical format. Or C, permanent records must be preserved as stated by the local FSDO office. Correct answer is B, permanent records may be preserved in either electronic or physical format. Question 263. In order to conduct line maintenance on a light sport aircraft, or LSA, such as replacing a fuel pump, the technician must hold the minimum rating of A, A&P, B, LSA repairman maintenance, or C, LSA repairman inspection. The correct answer is C, LSA repairman inspection. Question 264. What constitutes a major repair on a light sport aircraft, LSA? A, any procedure which alters the weight and balance or operational characteristics of the aircraft, power plant, or propeller. B, any procedure involving structural aspects of the aircraft. Or C, any procedure for which instructions are not included in the maintenance manual. The correct answer is any procedure for which instructions are not included in the maintenance manual.